Today we're talking about starting your day right. Now, what is your morning routine like? If you don't have time to have a morning routine, you always have some time. It can take 5 minutes, it can take 1 minute, whatever you want. So it's not an excuse. So let me know in the comments, what does your morning routine look like? How do you wake up? What's the first thing you do after waking up? Because starting your day right has the biggest impact on your mood, on your calmness, on your focus for the rest of the day. Really, those first 20 minutes after waking up are the most crucial. And I know we talked about morning routines before, and I'm talking about it again because this is something that we need to come back to always. It's the most impactful habit that you could create for your brain to really prime your brain in a different way in the morning. 5 minutes can be enough to do that priming, you know? So that's why we need to come back to morning routines. And whenever we fall off the wagon, whenever we don't feel like we have time to have a routine, we need to come back to, okay, 3 key rules that I want to share with you today. Okay, so today we're going to talk about 3 key rules for starting your day right. But first, before I share those rules with you, I want to tell you what's happening in the morning in our brain. And for that, I wanted to show you an image. Let me see, where is it? This one. Here it is. So these are the brain waves, right? So these are the activity that we have in our brain that can be very slow, can be very low, or can be very high, very nervous, like you see with the gamma. So when we're sleeping, we are in delta brain waves most of the time, sometimes in theta, sometimes in delta, and that's really deep sleep like you see here. You have the loss of bodily awareness, you are just dreaming, you're in sleep state, right? In theta, when we wake up, our brain waves also go up. And actually, in the first 5 minutes, not even 20, but the first 5 minutes, we move from delta to theta to alpha, maybe even in beta if you get really conscious and really active right away. So, what we want to do is we want to wake up slowly because when we're in theta, for example, when you wake up, you can really access your subconscious mind and things you get insight. It's a really deep state, it's dreams, it's also deep meditation. So, whatever input you're putting in your brain when you're in here, that really gets programmed really deeply into the subconscious mind. And that is exactly why those first minutes after waking up are so important. Whatever you think, whatever input you have, whatever messages you get, whatever news you read or watch, whatever thoughts you have about yourself or feelings you feel, that's going to prime your brain. That's something that's going to follow you during the rest of your day. And it's going to be really programmed deeply into your subconscious mind. So, how can we work with that? Let me just go back to you guys. So how do we work with that? This is something I teach you in week 2 of our online program From Clutter to Calm. Let me just close this. In week 2, we will talk about your morning routine. We will talk about how you can start your day right. So when you start your day, okay, we need to see what fits for you. In this program, you get the chance to really personalize the experience as well, to see what fits for you, to pick something from a ton of suggestions I will give you and experiment. And that's important to find something that fits what your morning looks like right now, right? That really feels natural to you and that can become like a new habit for you. So, that moment when you sleep through your alarm, and you have to rush your whole morning and your whole day feels weird, right? You just feel the effect in your whole day. Well, the same happens when you start your day in a positive mindset, feeling calm and everything. That will affect the way you feel your whole day. It gives it a different color. So in the morning, your brain is super receptive. So when you bombard your brain with emails, messages, with the news, that gets programmed really deeply. And your brain feels scattered right away from the messages you're checking. I don't know if you heard that, but that's guys, this is Chibi, and she's just waking up from her morning nap. So, the key rules I want to share with you today, three key rules, right, to start your day right. First one is don't turn on your Wi Fi right away. Even important messages can wait, because some people, when I say this to clients, they go like, oh no, but I need to be available and people might send something urgent. You can take 5 minutes for yourself, right? Find a way to do so. Wake up 5 minutes earlier, whatever you need to do to not turn on your Wi Fi the first moment you wake up. The second key rule is have a fixed rhythm so that your brain doesn't have to think or coordinate or anything like that. When you have a fixed rhythm, you just stack your habits, right? You just have the same order of actions that you do the whole day. This is one less mental decision or five less mental decisions, and it frees up a lot of mental space. That's why the most successful people, I don't know if you read about that, but they wear the same outfit every day. The most successful business people, because they don't want to bother with another mental decision. When you automate the everyday decisions, you have more brain power for what truly matters. So when you stack those habits, you have the same order. That's when you create simplicity in your brain, you create minimalism. And this is also something we cover in Module 8 in the From Clutter to Calm program. So the third key rule, I'm just firing it at you because I know you will take this knowledge and you will apply this in the coming week and you will create your own mini morning routine. So the third key rule is prime your brain with calmness and positivity. Okay, that's important. Like I said, the mood you're in, the state of mind you're in the morning, that will follow you through the rest of your day. So prime your brain, use it wisely. Use the way our brain works, right? Prime your brain with calmness and positivity. So pick something you can do or imagine during those first 5 minutes. For example, this morning I woke up and I took a glass of water with some lime to hydrate my body. And I sat down petting my dog because that also relaxes me. And I thought of a couple of things I'm grateful for. What happened this weekend, the people who came into my life or are in my life for a long time already, things that happened, things I said to myself that I'm grateful for, solutions I found that I'm like, yes, I did a great job there. Anything that happens, even just I'm grateful for the blue sky today. Just think about things that you're grateful for the first 5 minutes. Or you can meditate, use breathing exercises. Some people like to visualize their success, when you're working on a project and you imagine your success, because the brain doesn't know what's imagined or what's real. So you're living that success and you're actually believing it's possible. So that's more the imprinting visualization. So sit with it or write it down. Some people love journaling, but find something that works for you that you can do even just 1 minute in the morning, 5 minutes if you can do so, 20 minutes, a plus. Some people have 1 hour morning routines, but you don't have to. This is enough to start with, and it's enough to create a new habit. So, a client of mine, she actually did something very brave and very different. Because we were talking in our sessions, and she said, oh, I want to work out more. I want to change my diet. I want to do all of these things. And then in session 2, she actually realized, after we were exploring kind of what was going on for her, she realized that, you know what, I always want to add on more. And actually, I just need to realize that I have enough and I do enough and I am enough. And we worked around that idea a bit. And what we came to was she was gonna write down what she needs to believe or tell herself, things that she really needs to tell herself. She wrote it down and then she actually recorded it with her own voice. And she listened to it every day before going to sleep and every morning. And that's the most powerful thing you can do to reprogram that subconscious mind. Recording, listening to your own voice, which is tricky in the beginning, but she did it and she felt the difference in 1 week already. So ask yourself, how can I prime my brain to think differently? Or what mindset do I want to have? What kind of thinking do I want to have? Do I want to feel like I can tackle any challenge that comes my way? What mood do I want to be in during the rest of the day? Do I want to give positive energy to other people or just feel like I'm motivated and relaxed at the same time? Like I have things under control, right? Or what kind of person do I want to be? When I visualize myself in the future in 5 years, what kind of life do I want to have? What kind of person do I want to be? Well, those things, that's what you can work with really easily in the mornings to have the biggest impact. So that's my challenge for you guys this week. Um, Pick a mini morning routine and go with it. Just experiment, just try something out. Any idea I gave you today, or anything you think of, anything another achiever might put in the comments. Just pick something and let us know which routine you pick so that we can inspire each other and give each other great ideas. Make adjustments until it truly fits your life. You pick one, but then you're like, actually, I love visualizing more than writing. Fine. Do whatever fits you and your life and what it's like right now. Just look at it as an experiment and see what works for you so that it can just become a natural part of your days. So, like I said, Cheevers, the most impactful habit you can create that will influence the rest of your day and your life is creating a mini morning routine. So, let's focus on that this week, okay, Cheevers? Now, I wish you an awesome week and thank you for being here.